Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Rewind That. It's your girl Miss K. If this is your first time coming across my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe if you like the vibe and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. Alright guys, today we are going to be going over Force Season 1 episode number 3 called Firestarter. On top of that guys, I done got my hands on the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. So throughout this video, I'm going to address a few laws that Tommy is either applying, not applying correctly, should be applying, or going against. So before we get into this episode, I want to address one of the 48 Laws of Power right now because it's a law that Tommy has come out the gate with since entering Chicago, okay? That law is law number 6, court attention at all costs. According to this law, everything is judged by its appearance. What is unseen counts for nothing. Never let yourself get lost in the crowd or buried in oblivion. Stand out. Be conspicuous at all cost. Make yourself a magnet of attention by appearing larger, more colorful, more mysterious than the bland and timid masses. Alright, and that is exactly what Tommy has done, guys. We already know that since he's been in Chicago, he's been making noise since episode 1, okay? Getting the attention of the Flynns and the CBI, two prominent organizations in Chicago. The Flynns on the north and CBI to the south. So this is the law that I would say Tommy has applied correctly, all right? And as the law states to court attention at all costs, Tommy did just that because he almost could have lost his life a few times, okay? Now let's get into this episode, guys. This episode starts off with Tommy making a deal with Liliana, and he tells her that they can work together instead of him killing her. Later on, he had the nerve to tell Liliana that they was going to split the profit 70-30 with him getting the 70 portion. Like, is he crazy? So I was so happy when Liliana stood up and was like, 50-50. You know, I mean, she could have actually been like 60-40, or she could have did like him 70-30 and I'm the one getting the 70. You know what I'm saying? Because she the one that got that work. However way she got it, she's the one that got it. Okay, so for Tommy to come in talking about some 70-30, he's bugging. All right, you already told the girl you ain't going to kill her. Stick to that, and that's that. But anyway, he didn't back down. He said, okay, 50-50. And, you know, they made a deal and they toast to Ghost. All right, guys. Next, we see Vic going to bail out a few of his guys. Then he goes outside to talk to Ben again. And this is the cop who came into Diamond's shop in episode 1. We find out that he's on the Flynn's payroll and he's supposed to be keeping them out of trouble, all right? And Vic wants to know why his guys are getting scooped up. So Ben again tells Vic that it goes beyond him and the Flynn's have an alderman issue. Next, Tommy goes to see JP with some pizzas, and he asks JP who's paying for their grandmother's nursing home stay. JP assumes that she's got some sort of trust set up, and Tommy was like, she had money like that? So JP says, I guess. So guys, there's no clear answer here, and JP also lets Tommy know that no one has ever contacted him or his dad about marrying. So moving on, JP tells Tommy that he can't take his money because it doesn't feel right, nor does it feel legal, okay? So Tommy wants JP to give him a number, okay? And this is where we find out that JP is in some serious debt, guys, okay? Like probably what, 196,000 or something like that, he said. So of course Tommy is going to see what he can do to help his brother. Next, Diamond and Jannard go to a baseball field to swing at a few baseballs. And we continue to see that these two are not on the same page. Jannard wants to know what Diamond is going to do about Tommy, because frankly, he wants Diamond to kill him. Diamond tells Jannard that he is not how he used to be. Plus, he reminds Jannard that Tommy saved his life. But Jannard is not trying to hear that, guys. He also tells Diamond that he is now a grown man, and he ain't happy with just having a seat at the table. And when Diamond tells Jannard that he gave him that seat, Jannard says, you may have given me my seat, but I made us relevant. And this right here, guys, is us seeing little bro number 1 lying to himself, and number 2 power tripping. Next, Tommy has a plan to bring the North and the South side together after Liliana gives him the breakdown on the segregation in the city. He starts off with meeting with Walter, and he makes a proposition in which Walter is not interested in, okay? But as Tommy continues to talk, Walter tells Tommy that he's all ears. Next thing you know, Tommy and Vic go on a run together where they meet up with this guy named Colin to make a deal. Now, before I move on, I just want to mention that Tommy and Vic they seem to work pretty well together. They got along, didn't seem like no beef, and it definitely wasn't no hostility coming from Vic, okay? Now, here we go. So they get into Colin's apartment, all right, but things go left real quick, okay, because Colin was too drugged up to even act rationally, right? And he pulls a gun on Vic. And y'all already know what happens. Vic winds up killing Colin for violating. So now they got to go back to Walter to let him know that the deal went sideways. Walter wants Tommy and Vic to give Colin a call again to get things back on track. But Tommy says, you could call, but I don't think he gonna answer. That's when Walter says, all right, get Diamond Sampson to come to the table if you want to make one deal and unify all the cocaine. So, of course, Tommy is fine with that. So he goes to see Diamond at the boxing gym and tells him that Walter Flynn wants to meet. Diamond is against it at first until Tommy tells him that Walter is seriously down. Then Jannard jumps in and starts going off about how no CBI business goes down without him. Then he tells Diamond that if he wants the top seat, he's going to have to fight him for it. So long story short, guys, the brothers fight, and we find out that Jannard got some MMA or kickboxing skills, okay, which explains the ear, all right. Anyway, Diamond wins the fight, but later on, Elijah meets up with Jannard and tells him that he did a good job at making Diamond believe he won. Now, maybe this is just Elijah's perception and he puts too much stock in Jannard to the point that he doesn't believe that Jannard actually lost the fight. But all I know is, guys, I hope that this is not true and that Jannard is just going with the flow because he doesn't want to admit that he got his behind handed to him by his brother, all right? Anyway, Elijah tells Jannard that CBI is about to be divided because half is going to go with Jannard and half is going to go with Diamond, all right? But Jannard was like, that's okay because at the end of it all, if we play in the long game, they all coming to me. And what exactly does that mean? You know, why would they all come to Jannard as long as Diamond is still alive? Unless this dude Jannard has it in him to kill his brother. Next, Diamond meets with Tommy and the Flynns, and it winds up being a waste of time. All Walter wanted to do was talk about the past, and he brought up an incident where Paulie's wife got hurt. But Diamond says he had nothing to do with it, but Walter reminds Diamond that he killed 19 of his men and adds a couple of racial slurs, okay? So obviously there's some bad blood between the Flynns and CBI. And Diamond had to walk out because Walter was just playing games, you know, had no intentions of working with him. Next, Claudia rolls up on Tommy and she wants to know what he wants to get out of Chicago. And he tells her that he wants every last dollar until he is running the city. And this brings me to law number 3, which is conceal your intentions. According to this law, you got to keep people off balance and in the dark by never revealing the purpose behind your actions. If they have no clue what you are up to, they cannot prepare a defense. Guide them far enough down the wrong path, envelop them in enough smoke, and by the time they realize your intentions, it will be too late. So, by Tommy obviously telling Claudia his true intentions about his business in Chicago, it proves to us that this is the law that he is not applying and therefore should be applying. Letting people know what you intend to do could be a dangerous thing, okay, guys? Especially in this game, and I feel like Tommy should know better than that. Anyway, back to this scene. Claudia tells Tommy that he's a day late and $1 short, and she's got something that'll kick his freaking teeth in, all right? She lets Tommy know that he might be able to get down with her. Then as she's leaving, she hits him with the little remix statement of Littlefinger's chaos is a ladder, okay? And she says, chaos creates opportunity. And I was like, okay, let me find out Claudia is the Lord Baelish of force. I mean, she just might be, guys, okay? Because look how she handled that situation with Alderman McGuire. Her father tried to pimp her out and sent her to the alderman to use her sex to get the alderman to ease up on them. But Claudia had a better idea, all right? She tells the alderman to be happy with them envelopes you getting on a regular, or your daughter's gonna get blood, dirt on her pretty little uniform, okay? That move right there and all the other moves that Claudia has been making lets me know that she is a force to be reckoned with, okay, guys? And Tommy, he better watch out. Next, we get to the last scene where Glow comes over to Tommy's so they could smash against the window, okay? This scene seemed pointless to me, guys, so it had me thinking if we could trust Glow and if it was a good idea for Tommy to let her know where he lived, all right? Now, before I get out of here, guys, let's go over 2 more laws from the 48 Laws of Power. The first one is law number 8. Make other people come to you. Use bait if necessary. Now, according to this law, when you force the other person to act, you are the one in control. It is always better to make your opponent come to you, abandoning his own plans in the process. Lure him with fabulous gains, then attack. You hold the cards. Now, this is the law that I would say Tommy has applied incorrectly, okay? Like, for example, when he killed the guy and the girl from Rojas's crew and brought the dude's jacket to Diamond as proof, he never allowed Diamond to come to him. The law states that you should use bait if necessary, but this wasn't necessarily bait to Diamond either, you know? It was just Tommy reminding Diamond that he came through again. He took care of a problem and now you owe me one. But this is also a clear violation of law number 13, which states, when asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, never to their mercy or gratitude. According to this law, if you need to turn to an ally for help, do not bother to remind him of your past assistance and good deeds. He will find a way to ignore you. Instead, uncover something in your request or in your alliance with him that will benefit him and emphasize it out of all proportion. He will respond enthusiastically when he sees something to be gained for himself. Alright guys, so there you have a few of the 48 laws of power that I wanted to mention. Now granted, it might be too soon to compare some of these laws with Tommy's moves, right? It could be even debated that they don't apply. Like with law number 8. Diamond is not an enemy or an opponent of Tommy's, so there's no need for Tommy to try to bait him, right? But if Tommy is looking for an ally, he's definitely going to have to correctly apply law number 13. But in order to do that, he has to find out what really interests Diamond, okay? And then use that interest to get Diamond on board once and for all. Because one thing is for sure, Diamond is definitely not interested in being tied to a double homicide, okay? He's not trying to go nowhere near that. So Tommy has to come way harder. Like maybe see if he could hook Diamond up with some community outreach or something like that for them kids, okay? All right, guys, that was the video for today. Let me know what you guys thought about this video and your thoughts on the episode. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. Until next time, you guys take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.